Good morning, students. This morning, I'd like to teach you the 16th lesson, which is mensuration. So, we have gone from geometry to mensuration now. We will start with this lesson, which is perimeter and area. So, this comes under mensuration, where we learn about perimeter, area, volume, etc. So, we will start with the perimeter and area of squares and rectangles. We are going to learn today about squares and rectangles. So, in this module, we will learn how to calculate the area and perimeter of squares and rectangles. So, first of all, I would just like to teach you the formulae which we know already. We will just revise that. We will have a quick review of the formula for calculating perimeter and area. We will see about square. For square, we know to find perimeter, the formula is 4 into A, where A is one of the sides of the square. We know for a square, all the sides are equal. If we take that to be A, then the perimeter of a square is 4A units. What is the area of a square? Area of a square is equal to A into A, which can be written as A square units. So when the side of a square is A, the perimeter of the square is equal to 4A units, and area of the square is equal to A square units. Now we will see for rectangle. Suppose the length of the rectangle is taken to be L and the breadth to be B, then what is the perimeter? Perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B units. 2 into L plus B units. That means the length and breadth are added twice. Because we have 2 lengths and 2 breadths for a rectangle, the lengths and breadths are added twice. So that is why we get the formula 2 into L plus B units for the perimeter. Now to find area of a rectangle, that will be length into breadth. We have a separate length and a separate breadth for a rectangle. So instead of A into A, as we compare with square, for rectangle it will be length multiplied with the breadth. L into B square units. So for rectangle, perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B units, and for area of a rectangle it will be L into B square units. Now from this we can derive two formulae. That is, if we know the area of the rectangle, we can find the length or the breadth. Even the area, suppose we know area and breadth, we can find length by using this formula, area divided by breadth. If B goes that side, it will become A by B. So L is equal to A by B if A is area. Same way, what will be B? B will be equal to A by L. If L goes that side, it will become by L. So B is equal to A by L units. So these two are derived formulae. Now regarding units, we know centimeter, millimeter, meter, kilometer, etc. So as depending upon how much it is, the area when we find will differ. If length is in meters or centimeters, then the area will be in square meters or square centimeters. It will be square units. So it will become squared. Whatever unit is there, it will become squared. Suppose it takes centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. We know this. Then what will be 1 centimeter square? It will become 10 into 10, which will be 100 millimeters square. So if you want to convert from centimeter square to millimeter square, it should be 100 millimeter square. The same way, if it is 1, we know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Then if you want to convert 1 meter square into centimeter square, it will be 100 which is 1 followed by 6 zeros, and therefore it will become 10 lakhs meter square. And one more unit is there, it is hectare. Hectare means what? It is 100 into 100 meters. 100 meters into 100 meters, which will be 10,000 meters square. So if we say it is 1 hectare, that means it is 10,000 meters square. Now we are going to see some sums from the exercise 16.1, and I will do some sums. In this exercise 16.1, we will be doing only the first 10 sums. So I have included only the first 10 sums. In this module, I will do the first and second sum for you. We will do the remaining sums in the next module. So you can see the first sum in your book in exercise 16.1, first sum. ABCD is a square of side 24 centimeters. EF is parallel to BC and AE is equal to 15 centimeters. By how much does the perimeter of AEFB exceed the perimeter of EBCF? Second one. By how much does the area of AEFB exceed the area of EBCF? Here, ABCD is a square. They have mentioned it is a square. And EF is parallel to BC. That means it is parallel to AD also, because it is a square. AD, EF and BC all are parallel to each other. And we have two rectangles within a square. AEFB is a rectangle as well as EBCF is also a rectangle. Now, we are given that this length of one side of a square is 24 centimeters. So, we have AB, BC, CD and DA all to be 24 centimeters. And another information which is given, AE is equal to 15 centimeters. If AE is 15 centimeters, then what will be EB? Total length is 24 centimeters, you know. Therefore, it will be 24 minus 15, which is 9 centimeters. So, the length of AE is 15 centimeters, length of EB is 9 centimeters. So, for these two rectangles, the first rectangle AEFB, if we take, length is 24 centimeters, breadth is 15 centimeters. If we take the second rectangle EBCF, length is 24 centimeters, breadth is 9 centimeters. Now, we will see first the perimeter of these two rectangles and compare them. By how much the perimeter is greater. So, for the first rectangle AEFB, what is the perimeter? 2 into L plus B, that's the formula as we know. 2 into 24 plus 15, which is 39. So, 2 into 39 multiplied gives 78 centimeters. So, that is the perimeter for the first rectangle. What is the perimeter for the second rectangle? That will be 2 into 24 plus 9, which is 2 into 33, that is 66 centimeters. When we find the difference between these two perimeters, we get 78 minus 66, that is 12 centimeters. Same way, we are going to compare the areas of these two rectangles. First, area of rectangle AEFB will be L into B, as we know, length into breadth, that is 24 into 15, which is 360 centimeters. Same way, area of EBCF will be 24 into 9, which is 216 centimeters square. Therefore, we will find the difference of these two, which is 144 centimeters square. We are asked to find by how much they are great. So, the perimeter of the first rectangle is greater by 12 centimeters and the area of the first rectangle is greater by 144 centimeters square. We will go to the second sum. Let me read the sum for you. Nagma runs around a rectangular park 180 meters long and 120 meters wide at the rate of 7.5 kilometers per hour. In how much time will she complete 5 rounds? This is what we are asked to find. Time. So first we need to find distance. We are given speed and distance we do not know directly. So we have to find it out. It is a rectangular park and she runs around it 5 times. So we can calculate distance by first finding the perimeter of the park. Why do we find perimeter? Because we know perimeter is the boundary of any figure. And Nagma has run along the border of the park. So she would have covered the perimeter of the park and she has run 5 times. So first initially we will find the perimeter, then we will find the distance. So perimeter of the park will be 2 into L plus P, where length is 180 meters, breadth is 120 meters. So when we add these two, we get 300. So 2 into 300 will be 600 meters. Since the speed is given as 7.5 kilometer per hour, I have converted it into kilometer. Distance I have converted, perimeter I have converted into kilometers. That means we have to divide by thousands. 1000. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, we know, therefore divided by 1000 it gives 0.6 kilometers. Now speed is given as 7.5 kilometer per hour, and what is the total distance she covers? 1 round is 0.6 kilometer. Therefore, for 5 rounds it will be multiplied by 5. That is 3.0 or 3 kilometers. So the distance covered by her is 3 kilometers. Speed is 7.5. What will be time? Distance by speed. That is what we know already. So 3 by 7.5. And 7.5, if you want to take away the point, multiply and divide by 10. So it gives 30 by 75. Cancelling with 3 tables first, I have reduced 10 by 25. Again, using 5 tables, we can reduce. So it will be 2 by 5. So it is 2 by 5 hours. Time is 2 by 5 hours. In order to convert it to minutes, to have it in a better presentation, we can convert it to minutes. So 1 hour is 60 minutes, so we multiply by 60. 5 and 60 will get cut 12 times. 2 into 12, 24 minutes. So the time taken by her to cover that distance will be 24 minutes. Thank you.